am making dinner, and I said, why not live stream the dinner preparation? So I'm having, well, actually, Dipti and I are having chicken junglee sandwiches while Miso chews on a cow's ear. I'll show you Miso. Miso is there chewing on his cow's ear. Just look at him. So, anyway, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get straight into preparing this chicken junglee sandwich. So, first thing we do is go here to the stove. Okay. Get my frying pan on. There's nothing to see here. This is just about half a kg of skinless, boneless chicken breasts. So we'll waste no time. I'm just going to put the chicken breast into this frying pan. Throw this out. I got my set of tongs. Okay, so the butcher. Okay, perfect. Yep. Okay, we got some tenders there. We got some chicken breast, and yeah, nothing much to do other than to just let this cook now. No oil, nothing required. This is a non-stick pan, medium heat. Cover it. It's basically going to take 10 minutes to cook or so. While that is happening, we are going to do some prep work. So for a chicken junglee sandwich, you need boiled and shredded chicken. You need some salt and some pepper, simple seasonings. You need some mayonnaise. So I've got a bit of Hellmann's and a bit of QP left over, so I'll mix them up and we will have our mayo. This is one of the key ingredients in a junglee sandwich, and that is the Worcestershire sauce. And I use the original one from Lee and Perrins, which is fabulous. And then you need a little bit of red onion and some coriander, and that's it. That's all there is to a chicken junglee sandwich. It's super easy to make. It's a super easy to whip up meal. Weekdays, today's Monday, so no intense cooking. So we're just going to cut some of this onion, and again you can put as much onion as you like because there is no exact measurement, so to speak. Remove a bit of this slightly deformed onion skin. Get the good looking part of the onion. Horns up, hello, and good to see all of you here on the live stream. Hello Ashish Kumar, how are you doing? Alright, so we got this gnarly bits of the onion out. Now we're just going to chop our onion. I have a strange way of chopping onions now. I like to make these small bits like this, and then this center bit I will take and I will just chop it separately. Don't ask me why I do all this. There's no method to this madness. Or maybe there is and I just don't know how to explain it. There you go, a nice small dice. Get this piece of onion here. Go. Chopping the onions. I've got a half kilo of chicken, so this should be enough onion. Yeah, like the whole onion, not this little half that I've cut. Have a little more onion there, and if you want to cut it really fine, then you do like this little trick here. You cut it halfway through there, then you like there you go. Most important tool in your kitchen is having a sharp knife. Yeah, cutting things with a blunt knife is quite the safety hazard. Yes, I have a beautiful wife whose name is Dipti, and she sharpens all the knives regularly. because she is not as lazy as I am. So I'll give this one quick run through chop to make sure any stray bits are chopped. There we go. And we have a decent amount of onion here, and we can use as little or as much as we need. Yeah, there we go. Onion is done. Let's throw these bits away. Alright, and like I said, I have some coriander now, so I'm just going to give this a chop as well. There we go. Perfect. So there are some people for whom coriander tastes like soap because they have a genetic issue and they can't eat coriander and it just tastes like soap to them. So we're pretty much prepped. That's all the prep it took. In under 6 minutes I got the chicken started. I've chopped the onion. I've got the coriander ready. Now obviously if you don't like coriander you can use parsley, but parsley gives it a slightly different taste obviously, but it will still work as a substitute. If you don't have the red onions, again a little bit of white onion will do as well. Oh boy, what a great way to start the live stream. Jesus loves me. Well, tell him I said thank you. I appreciate him and his love. But I'm not so crazy about his followers. Awesome. Hi Gina. Have a good day at work. Lovely to see you on the live as usual. And have a great day, and I will see you whenever I see you. Awesome. So yeah, I guess we can look in on the chicken and see. So now I can show you the chicken a bit. I'll put the light on as well, so you can see. There we go. So there was no oil, nothing added to the pan. Now I'm going to remove the lid because as you can see, there's a lot of water here in the pan. See, the chicken is cooking slowly. There we go. Pull this out. There's the tender. There's the other tender. See, there's plenty of liquid in the pan. Don't need to add any more. There we go. Perfect. This is just skinless. Actually, we can put the lid on slightly because the top of this needs to steam. But yeah, just pretty chill. We've been doing this now 8 minutes. So yeah, that chicken is cooking. Another 2 to 4 minutes it should be done. Chicken breast cooks very quickly. Your keto recipes help me so much in weight loss and health recovery. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear that. In fact, I've been working with someone to get some special keto stuff for you guys, for those who are still following keto. It's all going to be on my website, headbangerskitchen.com. So if you go to headbangerskitchen.com, sign up for the mailing list and you will get in on all the action, which is going to start around December 19th. So stay tuned for that. Yes, those are chicken breasts. Okay, so how to avoid overcooking chicken breasts? This guy. This is your best friend when you are cooking chicken breasts. This is a meat thermometer. If you want, I'll leave a link to purchase this in the video comments and description once I'm done with the live stream. But basically, chicken breast, essentially any meat actually for that matter, whether it's tenderloin or pork loin, any lean cut of meat. Actually, it works with all cuts of meat, but fattier cuts have other things like fat and collagen and all. But chicken breast is lean. Beef tenderloin, pork tenderloin, all of it is lean. Fish as well. What happens is when you cook meat, you start to lose moisture. Yeah, and that's what gives it the juiciness. So chicken breast, the moment you overcook it, the water is going out and it's getting drier and drier and becoming chewier and rubbery and horrible. So what you want to do is pull out the chicken breast from the frying pan around 70 degrees Celsius on the thermometer when you pierce the fattest part of the chicken breast, the thickest part, and you will not. And in fact, there is a lovely video on my channel. If you have a few minutes, you can just type it in the search bar, Headbanger's Kitchen, how to cook chicken breast. I've done a lovely tutorial for you. You can cook chicken breast perfectly. There are 2 or 3 different ways, with and without the thermometer as well. But basically, for any lean protein that is tender to begin with, the less you cook it, the more juicy it's going to be. So you want to hit that point where it is safe to eat. So like if you're cooking chicken breast, you can cook it to even 68, and normally when you remove it from the pan, it kind of continues and then it goes all the way through, and then when you cut it, it'll actually be juicy. Obviously with things like steak, we tend to eat them medium rare, so it's not really a thing. But obviously chicken, you want it cooked well enough, and even pork, you generally want to do it till I would say well, like medium well done. So yeah, the thermometer is your best friend. Yeah, perfect. That's a great tip as well, Gina. So as you can see, my chicken is cooking. All the liquid is still in the pan because I've covered it. Now this chicken, I don't, because I'm making a mixture for a sandwich, it can be slightly overcooked. It's not a problem because we are adding mayonnaise, which is fatty and rich. So we'll be fine. There we go. My chicken is done. I'm going to turn the heat up and let this water evaporate. Yeah. So we're going to do that. I'm just going to make sure now the chicken tenders, that's this one, is already done because it's a small piece. In fact, I'm going to remove them so they don't overcook too much, but let me get the bowl. So I've got my bowl here. Now this chicken tender is done. So this goes in here. So does this one. And this little guy here as well. So we got the 3 chicken tenders here. And now the breasts are, I mean, they're pretty much cooked more or less. But we're just going to, get this water to sort of dry out and let it continue cooking a little bit. Sure, I can remove it. So the reason I'm letting the water dry out, because that's essentially all the chicken juices. And what happens when you reduce the chicken juices, you concentrate that chicken flavor a little bit. So it will coat the chicken a little bit with those chickeny juices and chickeny juices. It's a nice chickeny juices. I like saying that, chickeny juices. Yeah, I mean, you can also use the liquid in the salad mixture, but I don't want it to be too loose. It kind of helps sometimes, like if you want to use a little less mayonnaise and like keep the calories down, then that helps to kind of do that. Okay, I'm going to take out this piece of chicken now. That's the chicken breast that I'm pretty sure is done. Right, let's go. I see there's plenty of chicken here. I mean, chicken juice. And just cook it out a little bit. Hey guys, horns up, welcome to the live stream. I'd love to know which part of the world you're watching from and what are you eating for lunch or dinner, depending on which part of the world you're in. We are making a chicken Junglee sandwich, which is a simple chicken sandwich with cooked chicken breast, a bit of coriander, a bit of red onion, mayonnaise, Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper. Really simple and easy. And of course, you can take that base recipe and make it spicy with a little bit of hot sauce if you like. You can add a bit of soy sauce to make it a bit Asian. The world is your oyster. You could make a yuzu Junglee chicken sandwich. There we go. The water is drying up now. There we go. See? And it kind of reduces down, gets a little sticky. That's perfect. So now we're going to, like this much water we can use. So now this goes into the bowl here. Perfect. All of it. And with that, we are done. Alright, so it took a little longer. I cooked it for 15 minutes, I guess, in total. Like 12 to 14 minutes is what it took to cook the chicken. Now all I got to do is shred it. So I've got it here in the bowl. And Junglee chicken is all about that shredded chicken texture. So I'm going to get a fork out. There we go. I shall get 2 forks out. Actually, 1 fork and 1 spoon. And now, all we got to do is shred the chicken. So I'll do the little tenders first. I'll actually just move this a little bit. It becomes easier for me. So one thing you can do is you move your cutting board. Okay. Get a kitchen towel. Just fold that. Yeah. Okay, put the bowl on it. Now the bowl is a bit sturdier, and now we can shred our chicken. And it's shredding. Let me give you guys a better view of the shredding. Alright, there we go. Alright, there you can see the shredding now a little bit better, I think. Can you see the shredding, guys? Yeah, there we go. So like it just shreds so easily. Check it out. And it's still juicy. It's not like super overcooked. Look at that. Look at that succulent chicken. Yeah, so just roughly shred it first. And like I said, first I'm doing the tenders because they're easier to shred and they're smaller. There we go. Meanwhile, the chicken breast is kind of resting and it's retaining some of those juices. So move that to the side. That's the third tender here. There we go, see? Easy peasy. Shreds beautifully. Look at that. Now, of course, if you want this to be like super fine, you can do that. If you want a slightly chunkier sandwich. Dipti, would you like a chunky sandwich? No preference. Chunky chicken. Let's bring this on top. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. Just easy to shred. Pulls apart beautifully. And the chicken breast is now shredded. And you know those few chicken juices that we poured in here as well, they will keep this chicken hydrated. Remember folks, stay hydrated. There we go. Now we can start shredding this chicken. And see, it doesn't matter if it's slightly overcooked because, like I said, we're shredding it. Look at that. Ah, somebody has smelled the chicken. Somebody wants freshly boiled chicken. Miso, you don't like chicken breast. You reject chicken breast. Or have you forgotten your preferences? Yeah, so mostly that's done. Let's get the last breast shredded. There we go. So I mean, this does take a little bit of arm strength, but it doesn't take very long, and also helps you to build those muscles, get a bit of a workout in. Okay, there we go. There we go. I've got a bit of cartilage here in this breast here, which is fine. So remove this. I'll give Miso some chicken breast with cartilage in it because he likes chicken breast. Let's take that off. Perfect. Miso, here you go. Miso, do you want? Okay. So you've seen most of the shredding up close now. Whoa. Yeah, so it's like pulled chicken. Oh yes, thank you. And see this guy. He's just waiting for chicken. Miso, do you want chicken? Only one piece, okay? So, can you lick that up, please? Lickies? Lickies? Anyway, I gave him a little bit of chicken, so. Right, I will continue to shred this a little bit. Yeah, and of course, as I mix this, you can see we've got a bowl full of chicken now, mostly shredded. Let's pull apart the few big pieces. Miso, I'm not giving you any more now. You had your dinner already. Okay, there we go. I think there should be some big pieces here. Let's shred those up. Yeah, so it is like pulled chicken, to be fair, or shredded chicken, however you want to, whatever you want to call it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so as you mix it now, it will start to break up even more. There we go. Get these two in here now. All right, can you guys see enough? Can you see well enough? There we go, yeah. Okay, so first thing we do, season with salt. Good generous sprinkling of salt, because remember we cooked the chicken without any salt. So good amount of salt. All right, we want some freshly cracked black pepper. Oh wow, nice. Good. A few good cracks of pepper in there. Okay. Get some of this Lee and Perrins Worcestershire sauce. Couple of dashes like that. Really bring that flavor in. Oh, spice it on myself a little bit. Right. And then let's get the onions in and the coriander. The onions and the coriander are in now. Perfect. And now the sauce, which is the mayo, which is the base. This mayo is getting over, but fear not. The silicone spatula is your best friend in the kitchen. It's the best way to get everything out of the jar. So here we go. Get the mayo out. Yeah. Get as much of this mayo out as possible. There we go. So unfortunately now in India, we don't get like locally made egg mayonnaise. So in India, because the vegetarians don't eat eggs. They consider eggs to be not vegetarian. Though they will have milk, but they won't have eggs. So all the local mayo is basically just emulsified oil. So I have to buy the imported mayonnaise from I don't know, I think Dubai or somewhere this is from. Where is this from? I can't read it now anyway. That's that. Okay. We got all the mayo out from here. Add a little bit more from here because we want a little bit more mayo. So and the QP. Perfect. Brilliant. I think that should suffice for now. Done. All right. Now we mix again. So all a good mix. There we go. Whoops. Oh, that smells yum. Ooh. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Let's give that a good mix. So now I sort of smash it with the back of my spoon. That sort of breaks up whatever's left to sort of shred down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. You make this beautiful chicken junglee filling. And of course now you can adjust If you want a little more mayonnaise, if you want to add a little more Worcestershire sauce, a little more salt and pepper, whatever you like, whatever you feel. There you go. Sometimes you can just stab it like this. And how's the bread thawed yet? Deeps, the bread is a little dry.
Okay.
Should I
Yeah.
just like toast it a little?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because the bread, that's why you need like ekdam fresh bread. All right, there we go. And of course, feel free to have a little taste. Okay, still needs, definitely needs a little more mayo. Yeah. There we go, more mayo, sure. Okay. Let's get in another crack or two of black pepper, or 5 maybe. Good. More pepper and a quick pinch of salt. Perfect. There we go. Because we're not adding any cheese or anything to this. The mayo is what provides all the richness and the fat. And the Worcestershire sauce gives it a bit of umami. Yeah, perfect. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your chicken junglee mixture. I will take a quick taste of that. Much better. That's really good. Look at that. Beautiful chicken filling. So now, I'm just going to get the bread ready for the sandwich. Just gonna... Oh, there's no butter here. Never mind. But we will move over to the cooking side. Okay. That's the pan. Just get a... Oops. Paper towel, give this a little bit of a wipe down. Actually, no, this needs a quick rinse. Alright, let's get the pan back on. Now I'm going to get some butter. And I'm using some milk bread for this. Next time you can use a hand blender for the shred. Yes, actually that is, but I just get lazy. I find it easier to wash the spoons. So anyway, we're using this bread. Just gonna put some butter in the pan. Put the butter in. Oh, made a little bit of a mistake. Ah, crap. Oops. There we go. Alright, so there's some butter there. Now let's toast the bread. There we go. Toast the bread. Yep, mayo is pretty easy to make at home, but I don't know, I just putting that much oil and having a not so shelf stable product, I tend to just find it easier to buy it and use it. It's much easier. Alright, let's get this bread nice and toasty. Actually, I want to give it a bit of steam even, just to make it soften a bit. See, a little trick, just let the bread steam as well. Meanwhile, I'll try and butter this slice. There we go. Put the butter away. Miso still sitting down there hoping to get so this takes a few minutes to get the bread nice and toasty. Let it steam a little bit. I've turned the heat up a little because I want to move this quickly. Dipti's been waiting for her dinner now and it should be ready in 5 minutes. You okay hunger-wise, these?
Yeah.
Cool. The sandwich is almost ready. There we go. Perfect. Oh, look at that crust, guys. Beautiful. Lovely. Perfect. You got the crusty there. Look at that. We get the next piece of bread on. There we go. Alright. Join me here. There we go. Let's move these things out of the way. Now, I've got the plate here. Okay. Got the bread on top. I'm gonna make sure Dipti gets 100 grams of chicken at least, or at least close to that, in the sandwich. So here we go. That is about 67 grams, 66. Here's another. That's okay, 100 grams done. So 100 grams of chicken, that way you're filled up with the sandwich and you're not like hungry after eating one sandwich. There we go, beautifully stuffed chicken Junglee sandwich. Dipti, would you like it cut? The bread is quite small. Yeah? Diagonally?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Let me check on the bread now. Perfect. Almost done, guys. I'm almost ready. There we go. This also got some nice caramelization there. So this side is soft, so it's a nice soft sandwich. There you go. The chicken Junglee sandwich is done and ready. I'm just going to cut it for Dipti now, how she likes it. Move this away, that we don't need. Get the serrated knife for cutting. Perfect, here we go. Okay. And there is the chicken Junglee sandwich. That's the cross section. There's Dipti's dinner. Alright guys, bon appetit to you. Here you go, my love.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And that's about it for this live stream, my friends. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go and eat my dinner as well. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. There's a proper version on my channel with exact measurements. You can go to headbangerskitchen.com as well to check it out. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this spontaneous live stream. Who knows when I'll come back next, but I'll see you when I see you guys. Take care.